It's Week 17 of the NFL, and we'll be watching the Patriots' sure-handed tight end. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the Patriots and the Dolphins under the lights on Monday night.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Tonight we wrap up our Monday night schedule with another great matchup here in Week 17, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They come in just in an absolute free fall, losers of 7 in a row.
And this is where you turn to your best players and look at them and say, can you guide us out of this? We've got to be better than what we've shown.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they come in at 15-0, 1 win short of a perfect regular season.
And it's something we've only seen a couple of times. Miami in 1972, New England in 2007. We know they're not going to mail it in. They're going to go for it.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Patriots. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. So how about that for an intriguing start? The opening kickoff of the ball game, return for a touchdown. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And a look here at their signal caller, the fifth-year quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
And the drive starts with a run from Achane. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question, because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45. Nice job there on the tackle, keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. Well, you look at this Patriots defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window. Because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the number 1 overall offense in the league.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On first down, it's Morgan. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. 2nd and 5. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him. And we'll step aside for a moment. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. This now a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Woody. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The kick by Pinheiro is good, and the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and rankings, they don't matter to him very much. But I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish number 1, including himself.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. So, Charles, you know, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now, here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached to fall asleep at the switch now. And I think it ultimately benefits them to stay engaged all the way through the season because make it to the finish line, then they get the open week to refresh and re-energize. But if you get off the gas now, that can really hurt you come playoff time.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory down at the 31. Look at the big man rumble. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
At the 6-yard line.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Back to throw. Brown. His pass caught at the 4. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. Oh, hit as as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll run for it with Achane. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he'll take this forward to the 27.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Woody. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. He finds his man complete. It's Morgan. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. It'll be a 45-yard punt, and couple that with a loss on the return. And the Patriots take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched the playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football, because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Daniel Bellinger, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Patriots ready to try again on offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On first down, Brown. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Holding, offense.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, these two teams, you might remember, met in Foxborough earlier in the season with the Patriots winning that ball game. So they're looking for the season sweep with a win here in Miami. Brown, off play action. Hyatt has got it. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. So it's first and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Back to throw again. This is caught. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Patriots have retaken the lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a New England touchdown. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Miami set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Woody. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, Woody. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he goes out right around the 39. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here.
A 6-yard pickup.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Woody. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Throwing on first down. Woody. Another pass complete to Bellinger. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Don't stop that motion.
This 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun. Woody. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Pats are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
The Pats going to get one final possession in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Now a play fake here on first down. He has Hyatt over the middle. He has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They go play action here on first down. Throwing. It's complete. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Brown. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Off play action. Brown. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with.
Touchdown, Patriots! A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Dolphins 10. Chad Ryland, the kickoff.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
To throw on second down. Woody, quick hitter to Jalen Waddle. And Waddle going to have a Dolphins first down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Achane gets it from the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But these guys got to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Woody. He finds his man. Complete. That's Morgan. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissue. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. On 1st and 10, Woody. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Achane, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
And you know it pains them to be this close and you know they're going to want to go for it here, but they absolutely have to kick the field goal and get this back to a one-score game. It's only logical.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And that'll make this an 8-point game.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. Here's Brown. Off the play fake.
Hyatt able to make the catch downfield.
A big play there for New England. 43 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Off the play fake. Brown.
And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time of what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now in Miami. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Brown. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season.
And the Patriots are closing in on that 16-0 record as they add on to their lead. Well, CD, you know, anytime they get close to the red zone, he is such a threat, and there he is again already, his 2nd touchdown of the ball game.
And I know it's probably a little bit of a failing on my part, but you know I watch a game through defensive eyes, and I don't understand what the coverage was doing there. When he headed out deep, they should have adjusted and flowed towards him. Instead, they left him out there and gave him a chance to make a big play. And, of course, he did exactly that. His size, speed, and versatility makes him a top target in any game.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again.
Woody. Open net is Waddle, complete.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He's going to look deep down the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Brown now throwing on 1st down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Pats have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Now Ryland for the PAT.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed,
Yeah, I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Wolf.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Back to throw. Wolf. And his throw is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Wolf. In trouble, and he's taken down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Brings up 3rd and 16.
Looking to throw. Wolf.
That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st down, Wolf. He finds his man, complete. It's Morgan. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Holding. Offense.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Back to throw. Wolf.
And this one too low.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
2nd and 20.
Looking to throw. Wolf. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. But defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game.
It's caught inside the 25. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Off play action. Wolf. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That one thrown across his body, and it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. There's no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
The quick slant caught. Nice job defensively to hold them to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wolf to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Tell you what, Brandon, if I see a dime look, if I see 6 defensive backs near the goal line, I'm changing to a running play every time.
And they had 6 there. Surprised he didn't audible at the line?
Very much so. I'm going to count on my offensive line in this situation against the lighter defensive backs and try and push it across the end zone that way.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Wolf. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly. I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got his big tight end here. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Now Brown on 1st down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, That position could get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back.
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. Laying himself out in the end zone.
And the Patriots tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter. Ryland on for the extra point.
And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Wolf. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Wide open receiver complete.
And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
A big play there for New England. 48 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Looking to throw. Brown. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. From 6 yards away.
And the Patriots up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Now Ryland for the PAT.
And the lead is now an even 30. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Morgan. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Off the play fake. Wolf. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up on the road.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see Dak Prescott. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Giants and the Pats under the lights on Sunday night.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, it's the 272nd and final game of the regular season, and we've got a good one.
If anybody's viewing my stream, I have to sign on to my computer. So if you have a question or you're asking me anything, I haven't signed in yet, so I can't see any questions or comments. Stand by.
Losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, and this is what every one of these guys waits for each and every week, CD, that moment of anticipation just before the game begins.
I know most of these guys have played well over 100 games dating back to their high school days. Imagine that number if you go all the way back to the Little League type of ball. But that excitement before a game, it never gets old. They all know how to channel it once they actually kick this one off, though.
Chad Ryland to kick off for the Patriots.
The kicker, Chad Ryland, has this one teed up, and off we go to wrap up this Sunday of action. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the former Mississippi State product, the mobile quarterback, Dak Prescott.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
And Dak going to start out going to the air. And his first look is incomplete. And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called on again this week.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop it for an 8-yard loss.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And the Giants send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And it's fielded at the 34. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So here come the Patriots getting ready on offense. And leading them out is their 5th-year quarterback.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And his throw here is incomplete. Second and 10. Back to throw. Brown. Complete to his target, Jalen Hyatt. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent. and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Brown. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Patriots will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator?
Oh,
Remember
yeah.
what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Chad Ryland to kick off for the Patriots.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
But you look at this Patriots defense.
It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Prescott down. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant.
This defense for the Pats, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
An injury stoppage here, and you hope this is nothing serious. That's Dak Prescott who is shaken up.
And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And down to the 41.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 8.
Back to throw. Barnett. His throw incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
To throw on third down, Barnett. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, first down.
Yeah, I guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up. Haven't met a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brown. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So, CD, here we are. You look at how well this offense has played all year, 16-0. Now, in most years, they'd be at home right now enjoying time off for their perfect season, getting ready for the postseason. But this is the decade of the 2020s, so that means 17 games are what's needed to get through a perfect season. Would a win here make them an all-timer for you?
It would. It absolutely would. And I realize we're not comparing apples to apples because of the length of regular seasons. But if you think back to the 1972 Dolphins, they were 14-0 in the regular season. 3 wins made them a Super Bowl champion, so they were 17-0 total. Imagine getting through 17 now and then continuing on and winning the Super Bowl. They're an all-timer team already for me.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
This will be fielded at the 17.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Barnett.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a Giant 1st down on a gain of 16. Back to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off.
And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year. But you think this game, their toughest test yet?
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Abanikanda on 1st and 10.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Brown. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there.
His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Patriots have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And it's now 14-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The New York set to take the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
Prescott off play action. And he completes it to Hunt. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Throwing, Prescott.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Here's a throw. It's complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
So that potentially an important takeaway here in the second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
Prescott's throw complete to Freiermuth.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Prescott. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
To throw is Prescott. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
The Patriots with the football here late in this first half.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee out for the half.
The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's got left sideline. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. And that'll be caught.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Oh, he fakes a spike.
And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they tried to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL.
Hey, we get it. No time to waste. Playoffs starting next week. We skip right over halftime and get back to the action.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
On the handoff, Abanikanda. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Back to throw. Brown. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Now a handoff up the middle. Trailer. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up first and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So,
and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year.
And the Patriots take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Ryland on for the extra point.
And the lead is now 24. So this drive spanned 7 plays. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. A first down throw for Prescott.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
On second down, Prescott again. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47. Prescott to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Third quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be second and 10.
And again, it's Prescott.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That is caught. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Touchdown, Giants. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Giants get a bit closer.
So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, what was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Patriots. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there.
Now Ryland for the PAT.
And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points.
Chad Ryland will kick off for the Patriots.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
And the Giants ready to come out now.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Barkley on first down running into a wall as he's stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Now Prescott.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's to the 15.
Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. 75 yards.
And the Giants are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for two does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. You know, we've discussed this before, and we've seen it at practices. Extra periods being put in for the offense on these two-point tries. But the defense, they're beefing up their support as well in practice.
They absolutely have to. If people are going to go for two and try and gain those advantages and make it tougher on your team as the game goes along, you have to be in a position to stop those. You can't let them get the advantage. So, yes, the defensive teams, they're putting in that extra time on two-point plays as well.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll begin on the ground here with Abanikanda.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding the clock.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football.
Here's third and a few inches. Abanikanda once again.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
The give now to Abanikanda.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll run it with Abanikanda. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 59 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
On the ground, it's Abanikanda.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Azeez Ojulari there on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Over the middle, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's Abanikanda.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
On 2nd down, it's Abanikanda.
And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Israel Abanikanda,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Patriots look poised to reach 17-0 as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And the lead is now 24.
Chad Ryland to kick off for the Patriots.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. New York ready to go again offensively. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back.
First down, Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Hunt. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off the play fake, Prescott. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Prescott yet again. And that's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, The coverage downfield, equally good.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
First down, they start out with Abanikanda.
And some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
93 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
And they'll go again with Abanikanda.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9. Second and right at a yard. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Second and a yard.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for New England,
they make NFL history with this, their 17th win without a loss, a perfect 17-0 on the regular season.
And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Jets,
the loss means they finish with a mark of 10 wins and 7 losses.
And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.